Hello, and welcome to Chabot News for November 14th, 2024. My name is Evan Netto, and today we'll be covering the story of an unhoused family in their new home, a Chabot graduate turned local entrepreneur, and the latest in canine footwear. In entertainment news, Alan Sampson will tell you about the life and passing of famed dancer Judith Jameson. And in sports news, Greg Driscoll has the details of the upcoming Gladiators men's basketball season. All that and more coming up in today's edition of Chabot News.
All right, class, listen up. This video is proudly brought to you by our friends over at Straw Hat Pizza, located at 1653 Industrial Parkway West in Hayward. Now, for all you Chabot College students and staff, they're offering a 30% discount on orders. Yes, that's right, 30%. Take advantage of it. If you're looking for a solid lunch option, their $8.99 lunch buffet is available Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. And for those of you who want to unwind a bit and study, there's happy hour from 4 to 7 p.m., complete with live pay-per-view events. And if you're a football fan, during the games, your first pint is only $1 with any medium or larger pizza. If you need more details, give them a call at 510-265-0111 or check out their website at strawhatpizza.com/Hayward. And let's give a big thank you to Straw Hat Pizza for supporting Chabot College Student TV and helping make this programming possible. And now, let's get back to the lesson.
Hello Kitty is making a comeback in the Bay Area as a new store opened up in Cupertino on Friday, November 8th. A new Sanrio store opened its doors to the public for the first time on November 8th at the Cupertino Marketplace. Sanrio is the brand responsible for creating the iconic feline and her cast of similarly adorable friends. Fans who were at the grand opening ceremony enjoyed exclusive giveaways, photo opportunities, and even an appearance by Hello Kitty herself. Sanrio celebrated the 50th anniversary of the Hello Kitty brand this year. The new Cupertino location is the latest addition to the over 15,000 Sanrio stores now open in the United States. Hello Kitty was created by Sanrio artist Yuko Shimizu in 1974 and began as a decorative illustration for stationery, clothing, and other small accessories. One of the people behind a viral photo taken at a Bay Area sideshow is facing a federal prison sentence after a recent court hearing. 27-year-old Hayward resident Christopher Gonzalez Nunez was sentenced to 2 years in a federal prison after pleading guilty to being a felon in possession of firearms. The guns were found in a raid on Gonzalez Nunez's home in 2023. Prosecutors also claimed to have evidence that he was planning to sell the firearms via Instagram. The case against Gonzalez Nunez was spurred by the viral popularity of a photograph of a young woman hanging out the window of a Cadillac while holding an AK-47 style rifle. The picture was taken at a 2021 Bay Area sideshow, and Gonzalez Nunez is alleged to be the person driving the car in the photo. Gonzalez Nunez was identified by law enforcement as the owner of the car after he was tagged in the viral social media photo. During the September sentencing, prosecutors conceded that Gonzalez Nunez had taken steps to improve his life since his indictment, citing his cooperation with authorities and steady employment as proof. And now for this week's sports news, here's Greg Driscoll.
Thanks, Evan. The auto racing world is remembering one of the winningest drivers in NASCAR history. Hall of Famer Bobby Allison has died. NASCAR released a statement on Saturday confirming Allison's death. The statement said the 86-year-old died peacefully at his home in Mooresville, North Carolina. No cause was given for his death. Allison won 85 NASCAR races during his career. That puts him on the all-time list. He won the NASCAR 1983 championship and the Daytona 500 3 times. NASCAR chairman and CEO Jim France said Allison personified the term racer and said his impact on the sport extended well beyond the record books. Sports fans, it's that time of year again. The Chabot College Gladiators men's basketball team are getting ready to start the season, the 2024-2025 season. This season will be an interesting one as head coach Keenan McMiller will field a team with 2 returners, Marcellus Edwards and Matthias Moore. And the rest of the team will be mixed with 13 scrapping new talented players that will help man the team of 15. The Gladiators participated in the 2nd annual John L. Wagner Classic on their home floor this last weekend and went 3-0 to win the Classic. Season play starts in January as the Gladiators take on a pesky team from Ohlone to start the regular season. Check out the Gladiators website for all the preseason action. That's it for This Week in Sports. I'm Greg Driscoll. Now back to you, Evan.
Thanks, Greg. We have a heartwarming story out of North Carolina where a single mother named Angelica William lives with her 2 daughters. She lived in a car with her children for more than 2 years until someone stole the vehicle over the summer. But now she's back on her feet. This all happened thanks to the generosity of both the community and strangers. Erica Lunsford has the exclusive.
William and her daughters now have their own rooms. She said she's been blessed with 3 bedrooms, 3 baths, and a basement, and a garage to now protect her car, which was previously given to her by her boss shortly after her family car was stolen. After we shared William's story, donations started pouring in to her GoFundMe. William said the money donated helped to pay for her car the boss gave her and for her family to stay in hotels, buy groceries and supplies until they were able to move into their new home. Through the help of a nonprofit organization called Housing Collaborative in Charlotte. William shared that she and her girls have been inside of their new home for just a month now, and she's thankful for everyone who helped along the way. She and her girls have a peaceful place to stay at night. She says the timing couldn't have been more perfect ahead of the cold winter months.
When I say the blessings have flowed on us abundantly, and we appreciate every last one of them, when I try to hold back my tears, oh, I get emotional, very bad. But yeah, just knowing that there's people out there that still has that caring heart to donate to someone who they don't know, never met, never seen, never had laid eyes on, and to give as abundantly as they have is a true blessing. And if it wasn't for them, I don't know where we would have been before we got into this house and if we would have even made it.
Thanks, Erica. The GoFundMe account is still accepting donations. Williams has said she still needs furniture for her house and is hoping any future donations can help. We sent our reporter, India Richardson, out onto campus to ask students what they thought about car theft.
Have you ever heard of the Kia Brothers, the Kia brothers that are out of? It came from I think it's either Chicago or Milwaukee or somewhere out there. Basically, they stole my car with a how do you say it? With a USB cable, and basically took the cable, went through my dashboard to the ignition, and basically started my car up and drove away with my car. That happened twice.
I don't think about it very much because I'm not a car owner. I can't afford one, but it's for those that can barely afford one, it's probably devastating. I feel less bad for like people that have like 3 cars and stuff and they get one of their cars stolen. I've had 2 cars getting broken into in front of the places that I work. One was a Cybertruck, so again, I'm like, you're kind of asking for it if you're parking that in downtown Oakland.
It was rough, very rough. We kind of get that sense of like, why me,
Thanks, India. Students and staff of Chabot College and the city of Hayward seem to take a liking to the new library. The Cultural Literacy Room, located in the new building, was the place of a gathering for a meeting to once again honor those involved in the process of creating the new library and its development and completion. Fellow reporter Jasmine Bester was there to capture the event. Take a look at this.
The new library meeting was a moment to give thanks to those involved in the journey of completing the new building. The brief gathering was led by President Dr. Jamal A. Cooks. Sandwiches, fruits, vegetables, spinach dip, cupcakes, shrimp, cookies, and sparkling cider were offered for everyone to enjoy. I'm Jasmine Bester, reporting for Chabot TV.
Thanks, Jasmine. The popularity of the new library has prompted Mercury News to write an article about it. Stay tuned for the naming ceremony that will take place in the spring of 2025. More information will be revealed soon. Next, let's go to Alan Sampson for this week's look at entertainment news.
Thanks, Evan. Tom Cruise is coming back to a theater near you with his 8th Mission Impossible film titled The Final Reckoning. It's scheduled to come out on May 23rd of next year. The movie was supposed to come out in 2022, but the pandemic and the SAG-AFTRA actors strike forced several postponements. A trailer was released Monday showing Cruise's Ethan Hunt character scuba diving and exploring a downed submarine. He also falls out of a biplane. In addition to Cruise, others returning to the action-packed franchise included Issa Morales, Simon Pegg, Ving Rhames, and Vanessa Kirby. Christopher McQuarrie, a vet of previous installments, served as a director and co-writer. While the studio's marketing is teasing this could be the end of a Mission Impossible series, the star is said to not be totally on board with the idea. Our reporter Joshua Hernandez spoke to Chabot students and staff to get their opinion on Tom Cruise's 8th installment of the Mission Impossible franchise.
I've never seen any of the Mission Impossible, right? I've never seen any of those movies.
Maybe after I watch the first couple of movies, I haven't seen Mission Impossible. How many are there?
There's 7 more. There's 7 different ones.
I don't really have any interest in just action movies. I saw there was an advertisement for it the other day, and I was just kind of like, oh. I don't really have an opinion on him one way or the other.
So they're like pulling a Fast and Furious right now.
Yes, I am. I like Tom Cruise. He's a good actor, from Top Gun to Oblivion to Mission Impossible. Good actor.
I don't know who Tom Cruise is, and I've never watched Mission Impossible.
Thanks, Joshua. The film is currently in production and will premiere in spring of 2025. The dance industry is mourning the loss of Judith Jameson. According to New York Times, a spokesman for the A. Lee Company and Jameson died after a brief illness in Manhattan Saturday. Jameson began dancing with the Alvin A. Lee American Dance Theater in 1965, a time when black dancers were rare in ballet. She went on to perform in some of A. Lee's most prized works, including Cry and Revelations. She left the A. Lee troupe in 1980, but later returned in 1989 to take the role on of artistic director when Ali died. Jameson remained with the company until she retired in 2011. Among the awards she received included a Kennedy Center Honor and National Medal of Arts. Judith Jameson was 81 years old. That's it for this week's entertainment. I am Alan Sampson. Now back to you, Evan.
Thanks, Alan. A Chabot College graduate is making waves as one of Hayward's up-and-coming barbers. Our reporter Cole Wagner sat in the chair with a former student to get a closer look at his budding enterprise.
Hello, my name is Hamza. I'm a student here at Moeller Barber College, and I've been cutting hair for over a year now. I was a student at Chabot College. I was a mass comm major.
For Hamza Bouja, the first step into the world of barbering was motivated by a concern shared by many today: cost.
I was getting haircuts like every other week, and the price just kept on adding up, and I was like, man, I want to learn how to cut my own hair.
Prices for a haircut from a professional barber in the Bay Area can range from $40 to $100, depending on the style, and that doesn't always account for additional services. Because Hamza is still a student, he charges only $25 for a haircut and a shave.
I've thought about increasing it, but I've been thinking like, man, I want to have as much clients as possible, and then I'll raise it eventually throughout time, maybe after barber school.
But for Hamza, cutting hair isn't just about the money. It's about making people feel better about themselves.
I think a lot of people don't take it seriously. Like, a lot of people will cut hair, but they're just like, it doesn't mean nothing to them. I want my clients to walk out of the shop feeling confident, you know, because a haircut will literally affect your week. Like, literally.
Historically, barbershops have served as gathering places for locals in their community to not only get their haircut, but also as a place for discourse and as a safe space to open up.
I feel like I am a therapist in a way, because I'm just, while they're getting a haircut, I'm just kind of listening to whatever they have to talk about. They talk about their problems, whether it's girls or careers and stuff like that, or talk about the games that just happened throughout the weekend.
Tracy Williams, a professional stylist of 30 years and Hamza's instructor, says that cultivating a comfortable environment is an essential skill for any aspiring barber.
We want to use diplomacy with each and every client, whether it is secrets that they are confiding in us, or being able to have a large group and people being able to just talk amongst each other that may see each other on a weekly basis, right? But as the barber, we hold such a personal relationship with our clients. I feel that, yeah, it is should be a safe space.
Currently, Hamza has around 500 hours of barbering under his belt. The Moeller College curriculum requires students to complete at least 1,000 hours before they can be licensed. But his status as a student hasn't stopped him from visualizing his future business and growing his brand. He even has ideas for a name.
Me and my friends, when we were in high school, we used to actually go to this specific barbershop. It was called Harrison Bros. And we would just hang out there. Not even, like, one of us would get cut and the rest of us would just be hanging out. So I want my spot to kind of be like that. Moroccots, because Morocco, that's where my family's from.
Owning a shop right out of school is not an option for most barbers. Many pay to rent a chair at an established shop or work from home while they build their brand online.
I post every single day on Instagram. Okay. So people will see my work through there and they schedule an appointment.
If you're not on social media as a barber, you can get lost in it. I believe that social media is an asset. A lot of people that kind of grew up in my generation don't. It can be a great debate, but I have found that it kind of like, I don't have to talk as much. My work speaks for itself.
Only time will tell how far Hamza can go, but as of right now, his determination is unwavering.
I'm an up-and-coming barber. Come here, let me get you right for $20, $25 for the beard as well.
Thanks, Cole. You can view Hamza's work by visiting his Instagram page at @ishamzaza and book appointments by following the link at the bottom of your screen. It looks like Crocs for dogs are a huge hit. The company sold out of the boots for pets in a single day. The new product launch was part of the company's Croctober promotion. The pet boots launched alongside matching clogs for pet owners as part of Croc Day. The doggy boots, which come in green and pink, were priced at $50. We sent our reporter Joshua Hernandez to ask people their thoughts on Crocs for dogs. Take it away, Joshua.
I do not have a dog, no, but if they make Crocs for cats, I still won't buy them for my cats because that's a bit ridiculous. But I can see why some people who like Crocs and like dressing up would like to dress their dogs up, even though dogs have no concept of shoes and it would probably just annoy them.
That's pretty cool. Crocs they're comfortable and you can wear them anywhere. So dogs, like, they need sometimes shoes, like, to cover their feet if it's hot or it's in a bad area.
If you had a dog, would you buy your dog Crocs, or if you do have a dog?
Maybe for like the joke of it. Yeah, I would.
Thank you.
Of them right there. Oh, that's tough.
I think they're very much a novelty item. I do see the appeal though. They do look pretty funny, and I think if someone really wants to, I guess go for it. Crocs for dogs.
Those Crocs, they're interesting. They don't look, I know dogs don't really like shoes, so they don't seem too comfy on the dogs, but if people like them, right, it's whatever the people want.
Thanks, Joshua. Crocs celebrated Croc Day on October 23rd with a brand new style designed just for your furry friend. The brand worked with Bark, the dog subscription service, to create a protective yet adorable design. Calling all singers, bands, magicians, and any other talented performers with novelty skills. Straw Hat Pizza hosted their monthly open mic talent show. The event took place on November 13th at Straw Hat Pizza, located in Hayward. Missed your chance to share your talents? You can sign up for the next auditions at Straw Hat Pizza Hayward or contact Eddie Hazard. The chosen contestants will be shown live on an upcoming date on Apple TV+, YouTube, Roku, the Fire TV Cablecast app, App Stores, Comcast 28, AT&T, UVerse Channel 99, and Chabot TV. But does Chabot have talent? I went out onto campus to see if Chabot students would have what it takes to win.
Yeah, because I'm learning how to unicycle and I can make balloon animals, and that'd be like funny for a talent show. So maybe I'd have a chance.
Nope, not a zilch. Because I do not have a specific set of skills.
If it's something music related, probably, but other than that, I don't highly see that. Highly unlikely.
I think if I had the time and energy, I could win a talent show, or at least place in it. I have a background in theater and singing, so,
No, I wouldn't win a talent show. I don't really have any talents worthy of being in a talent show.
Thanks, Past Me. I'm sure there's at least one winner. among that group. Got birds in the brain still, sorry. Chabot College will be having their 7th annual painting exhibition displaying student arts and paintings organized by the Arts, Media, and Communications Division. Stop by to take a look at their creations at the Art Gallery in the C1000 building from November 18th through November 22nd. Guess who's finally back with another driver hack? The professional driver. And this time he's demonstrating how to park in reverse on the right side.
Vroom, vroom, vroom. Do you know what is the best way to turn in reverse when parking on the right side? Well, before we get into this driver hack, we asked some people how they turn in reverse and park.
If you don't have a rear view camera in your car, then I highly suggest having high spatial awareness.
I don't like to park backwards because I hit the garage 3 times just going straight.
I cut my wheel as hard as I can and I go backwards really, really, really slowly. But if I'm not sure, I open my door and have a wee check just to see if I'm lined up.
Great techniques there. Let's get into our driver hack now. When reversing in a parking space on the right side, drive forward in a straight line. Align the passenger mirror with the parking space line. Turn the steering wheel full to the left. Drive forward until you see the corner of the target parking space in the side rear view mirror. Then, turn the steering wheel all the way to the right. Reverse the car until it aligns with your parking space. Straighten the wheel out and reverse. The car goes right in. This should be the most effective way to turn in and reverse, parking on the right side.
All right, I'll use that next time.
I get it now.
That makes total sense. I'd try that.
Remember to drive safely and please be courteous. I am Alan Sampson, reporting for Chabot TV.
Awesome tips there, professional driver. Well, I hope those ladies get better at parking in reverse on the right side after this driver hack. I know I will. A Hayward teenager is being praised by her neighbors and the community. On October 20th, a fire got out of control at a homeless encampment near Grand Terrace Homes in Hayward, setting the building on fire. But if it weren't for 13-year-old Alyssa's help, her and her family could have faced a much worse fate. Thao Tran, Alyssa's father, said if she didn't yell for help, then he and his other 2-year-old daughter most likely would not have made it out safely. Thao Tran is now urging the city of Hayward to fix the housing issue. We sent our reporter Joshua Hernandez to ask about how students will react in their own ways. Take it away, Joshua.
Probably my important documents like passport, see my wallet, my keys, to my car.
Right there.
Yeah.
I would save my PS5. I would save my cat. His name is Paris. What a cute little guy he is.
So number 1, I save my PS5. The second thing I would save, I would save like my passport and like my social security number.
Probably my electronics. This is if my family's already safe. My electronics, the clothes I value, and like my prize, like jewelry and stuff.
I'll probably save some snacks because it's gonna be like cold as soon as the fire's like up, and then outside is gonna be cold. So I gotta save up some snacks, you know.
And then the third thing that I would save would be if there is a box of Domino's pizza in the house, I'm grabbing the Domino's pizza. You know what I mean?
Thanks, Joshua. Now here's Christian Gonzalez for this week's Top 5.
Thanks, Evan. Hello, I'm Christian Gonzalez, and here are my top 5 Star Wars movies. Starting at number 5 is Revenge of the Sith. This film takes place 19 years before the original trilogy and tells the story of how Anakin Skywalker became Darth Vader. With its impressive fight scenes and tragic ending, this is the only movie in the prequel trilogy that was at least somewhat decent. At number 4 is Rogue One. Much like its sister film Solo, this movie is based on a piece of throwaway dialogue from the first movie, something that George Lucas probably never planned to explain. Still, I appreciate how this movie takes a break from focusing on the Jedi and instead highlights the galaxy-wide conflict. Unlike the prequels, the story and dialogue are actually well written. This is also the only good Star Wars movie that Disney has made. Coming in at number 3 is the film that started it all, A New Hope. When this movie was released in 1977, audiences were blown away by the groundbreaking visual effects, the blend of genres, and the iconic characters. These, along with its amazing soundtrack by John Williams, made this movie a cultural phenomenon that's still thriving to this day. At number 2, the original finale to the Star Wars saga, Episode 6, Return of the Jedi. This movie was the perfect way to wrap up an amazing trilogy. Although it has some issues, like the last-minute decision to make Luke and Leia siblings, and the Ewoks clearly included to sell toys, I still think it works as a very fun and exciting adventure film. Plus, the Ewoks are cute. And at number 1, the obvious choice, Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back. This movie is probably one of the best sequels ever made. With its stunning visuals, incredible twist, and cliffhanger ending, it's not only the best Star Wars film, but one of the best films in general. That's all for the top 5 this week. I'm Christian Gonzalez. Now, back to you, Evan.
Thanks, Christian. I personally think Star Trek is still better. That's all for Chabot News this week. Thanks to all the students and staff in the Mass Communications Department here at Chabot College for making this production possible. You can watch us anytime online at youtube.com/ChabotTV. Stay tuned to KCTH Channel 27 on Comcast for more Chabot TV.